Hey dudes, Carl here, Bohemian Nomad, yeah. Coming to you from my living room. Come here. Get right here, dude. There you go. Yep. So, got a lot to get caught up on today. I've been up since 4:45 this morning, did a 12-hour day, gonna work tomorrow. Not the farm job, though. No farm job. Farm job's over, I think. I don't know if they're gonna call me again for the farm job. So that's a total drag. But anyway, let's get right to the stoicism. Yeah, I got some tips for you. Where are we at here? Do. Okay. Oh shoot, that's the one I wanted to put in there. Anyway, so 5 core principles of stoicism. Focus on what you can control. Control how you respond to things. Ask yourself at any time, is this essential? If it's not, just like Tim, do I use you? Yep. Meditate on your mortality every day. Multi-more, less runway, more runway, all that stuff. And value your time more than money. Yep, that's a good one. So, get the hippy dippy bullshit out of the way right at the beginning, right at the get-go. Yep. Dirty Jersey said, Braille Views looked up his family and found out his ancestors are Tyrannosaurus Rex and Allosaurus. They had bigger brains than him. I thought that was funny. Yeah, Steve Blind Views, we're not the only people that criticize you. But anyway, Blind Views, whatever. He did his Thursday show. I didn't listen. I heard it was all the same old stuff. And then I looked at it after he's been on for 2 hours, and his views went from like 220 to 67. I'm like, what the heck's going on? And I turned over, and he's just playing his guitar for an hour. Well, I didn't know it was for an hour. I found out from Old Man Nation who played his guitar for an hour. And 67 of you people watched him play guitar for an hour. That's some dedication. Yep. That's some dedication. All right, so let's get to the meat and potatoes, the Timbery stuff. Now I got my phone. I'm on my iPad, so I can look at my phone. Yeah, his phone's $12 a month. He's on all these subscriptions, death by 1,000 cuts. And then he talked about how his dad gave him belt whippings, but not past the age of 6 or 7. I don't know how he can remember that when he says he doesn't remember anything. But Sarasota Tim is proof that whipping your kid with a belt doesn't work. Proof is in the pudding. And then, we talked about how Sarasota Tim has close family members that could use his Amazon link, buy Amazon, but don't. So why would you do it when his close family members don't do it? Maybe they know something you don't. Ha! New York Dan, head nod in the ha! I know I can't do it. New York Dan does it pretty good. And then he does buy his coffee bag, and he's buying all sorts of stuff, and he's not worried about what any of this stuff costs. He's worried about a $40 lunch and itemize the whole bill out. But then, he's just spending all this money on the motorcycle like money is water. And he's got money for all his meat and stuff. Not even talking about how much his meat costs. I don't know. Yeah, and then just one thought I had is I'm driving all these routes where I used to drive, these cities I used to drive in and turning. And I'm sitting there at 6 in the morning doing my tree trip, starting up the truck. And I'm like, would you rather be putting on a suit and tie and heading off to court? Or would you rather be pre-tripping this truck and driving this truck around all day? truck wins. Much better. Get on the CB. Breaker, breaker, rubber ducky. Yeah, it's fun. And Ziggy, I and Ziggy and Doobie, this morning I saw this nice 6-point duck across the interstate. It was awesome. I was just like, man, you was one lucky deer that old eye isn't up in that tree there. You be gone. But he's not as big as Big Nuts. It's just a 6-point. Yeah. Yeah, so that was cool. And then just the regular stuff. Timmy rode his bike. It was super boring. I skimmed through it thinking something would happen. I guess he stopped at the beach. And then I just saw tonight where JJ put up one where he blew through a stop sign because he didn't see it. Oh, that was funny. Not too funny because someone could have been there. Old Timmy's a menace. And then supposedly he's sick from getting these flu shots or whatever. Then he says he feels fine. I don't know. And then he's got Flomax problems. I went to all this trouble to get this Flomax, but then he's not going to take it. I'm like, dude, why go to the doctor if you're not going to take any of their advice? I just don't get it. And, all right, come on, dude. Jump on up here, little guy. Yeah. So, Tim's just boring. I've been watching a bunch of other stuff. True crime, stuff like that, and then that rich kid in California that killed those 4 Pepperdine students. That lawyer's fighting hard for him, trying to get him off the big M charge. Yeah, if that was just some regular person that did that, it'd be the M charge, and there wouldn't be anything to it. Still more Kohlberger stuff that's pretty cool. The Kohlberger, it doesn't add up. You listen to Jay Embry, Paparazzi, or Pavarotti, yeah. And he's got Trump going, listen to Pavarotti. But the dude, he backs it up with documents. And so he's on that case, and then you got the sheriff that got shot by the judge that got shot by the sheriff. It's crazy. And all that kind of stuff going on. And then the dude did this thing where they were cheating with a rangefinder at a golf course. I thought that was funny. How they're doing that. What's up, dude? What's going on? Yeah, so other than that, everything's going cool. It was neat seeing that deer this morning. Yeah, and then talked to Old Man Nation and Capote today. It'll be out tomorrow. Yeah, I'm saying, I don't even think I'd want Squirrel Bait Parodies to call this show because she's in that realm where you don't know what her voice sounds like. You wouldn't want to know what her voice sounds like. It's all mysterious, It's kind of cool, I think. And everybody does YouTube different. And Capote's like, oh, well, if you do this, you do this. I'm like, you're just being like Blind Views, dude. Let people do YouTube the way they want to do it. And if you don't like it, then just don't worry about it. Yep, right, Fred? Right, Fred? Fred says, yeah, do what you want. Squirrel Bait Parodies. I can't remember, I forgot it already. And like Darlene, she's mysterious too. Or Darlin. She's mysterious too. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. And same with Grandma's Pocketbook. Although after a while we heard her voice and got to see her hands and stuff. So that's kind of neat. And she's good friends with Ziggy and I and Doobie too, which is pretty neat. Yeah. So anyway, let's just wrap it up. You're supposed to start out and then do your body and then bring it around and wrap it up home. That's what they teach in school. But yeah, just share some hippy dippy bullshit. I got some stuff that I got to read, but I haven't gotten to yet. But yeah, just make it sure that you just put your thoughts and your mind to things you can control. Things you can't control, don't worry about. Things you can control and you want to control, then work with that. And then it's always how you respond. Things can happen to anybody, but it's how you respond to it, which makes it like the surly people. People are going to be surly. People be nice to you too. Thanking people for opening doors and stuff like that. It's all good. And helping people out with random acts of kindness. We got to get that going now that Christmas is coming up, even though we're supposed to be doing it all year. And then always ask yourself what you're doing at the moment. Is it essential? Is it, should you be doing it? Like right now, I'm making this video and I'm hanging out with Fred. Is this essential? For my life, yeah. Because I like hanging out with you guys. I like you guys in the comments. I get to talk back and forth with you guys. I get interaction. I get stuff going on. I get feedback, positive and negative. But feedback's feedback. It helps you out. And then it helps me determine what's necessary in my life. And then you just got to be, be thankful every day you're still alive. You wake up, you're breathing, and you can go do stuff. Yeah. Your runway might be shorter, but that doesn't mean it's any less enjoyable. Every day is a blessing. Have a blessed day. I love when people wish me a blessed day. That's the best. And value your time more than money. The time that you spend with people, that you give to other people, you spend with family. It's the most important thing you have is your time. Because every minute that goes by is a minute that's gone. You can't get back. It's a minute you can't hang out with Fred. I got minutes I can't hang out with Monty anymore. Monty is my other doggy. And I love Monty. But he's gone. But Fred's here. So I can appreciate Fred right here in the moment. Right, Fred? Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate me, Carl. Appreciate me every second. Yeah. So anyway, that's some stoicism for you guys. A little talk about Tim, but Tim's boring. He's not doing anything exciting. It remains to be seen what he's doing, what's going on with Tammy, where his life's going. Is he selling the trailer? All this kind of stuff. We got questions, but we aren't going to have answers for a while. So you just have to enjoy the days as they click by. So anyway, no slurping. I got a straw. Ha! I'm trying to do the New York Dan laugh. Ah! He does it the best. All right. Well, you guys have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we'll do something fun. I don't know. We'll see.